Tja. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da,
We need to get
da.
downtown and wrap this thing up. Gotta
Alles
be
klar.
careful.
Gut, dann fahren wir mal ins
Tyranny
LAPD
set him up.
und schauen wir mal, was
Think
da
that
alles
asshole
so
Jameson did
war
it, do you?
oder los ist.
Whoever did it. At least it wasn't that Dahlia fuck.
How do you know that McCaffrey didn't do the dogging?
We have a list of over 200 suspects. His name was never on it.
If you think the list is exhaustive, Rusty, who am I to argue?
Listen, let's just work the case at hand, shall we? Then we can sit down and put all the puzzle pieces together at a later date.
I'll hold you to that.
Oh Gott.
You sure you can make it stick with one of these suspects, Jim?
It's either McCaffrey or Tiernan, sir. I think Jameson is an aberration.
All right. I'll deal with that degraded lunatic myself. He's got some fearful retribution coming. Tiernan isn't one, McCaffrey isn't two. I want a confession from one of them. Don't fail me, young fellas.
Okay. Gehen wir erstmal in die 1.
Why did you run, Tiernan?
I was the last one to see Evelyn that night. I knew you would think it was me.
Can you describe your relationship with Evelyn?
I barely knew Evelyn.
Lüge.
Sounds like half an answer to me, Tiernan. Were you sleeping with her?
That's none of your business.
Aristotle's Metaphysics, the book that belonged to McCaffrey.
McCaffrey saw her looking at her once and laughed in her face.
And you're saying Evelyn stole it?
She wanted something of his.
You don't like
Sag mal.
McCaffrey, do you, Tiernan?
Ah.
He's full of the common man routine, but he props up a bar like the rest of us. Evelyn thought he was going to be a great novelist. He had nothing but vitriol for her.
Do you own a car, Tiernan?
No, I don't.
Have access to a lug wrench?
Well, we use a lot of them to clear jams in the pin setting machines.
Das kann doch nur wahr sein. Sag mal, willst du mich verarschen?
A lug wrench. We found a wrench at McCaffrey's apartment.
You see? It was McCaffrey. He had nothing but hatred for me and Evelyn.
Evelyn was missing a ring from her right hand.
That's strange. She always wore it. Big black circular disc with a white E in the middle. It was made from an old typewriter key, present from the prop department at her old movie studio.
We're going to talk to McCaffrey. You need to think about what you've told us, Tiernan. You're not in the clear.
Okay. Super.
Hey, I think those vice balls get inside.
So, gucken wir mal, was der andere Kollege uns sagt. Nee, falsche Tür. Wo war das? Mittlerweile müsste ich das aber... Ach, hier. Ja, da rechts durch die Tür. Ja. Hier ist es. Moin.
You ready to answer some questions?
You think I have all the answers?
People who run from the police usually have something to hide.
Touché, detective. Let's see where this takes us.
You told us you barely knew Evelyn Summers.
She hung around sometimes. I had very little to do with her.
Was mache ich? Schauen wir nochmal das hier an. Job beim Filmstudio. Buch. Der lügt.
You'll have to do better than that, Grosvenor. we know about you and Evelyn.
Evelyn was a lush and a boring one at that. You can't link her to me.
Ach ja, was macht das Büchlein hier?
We know that you thought
Aha.
enough of her to loan out your copy of the Metaphysics.
I what? I did no such thing. That bitch stole that book from my apartment. The impudent fucking moron.
And that made you angry?
Angry? I was livid. Looking up at me with that stupid face of hers, begging me to forgive her. Ah.
Ah.
Very good. That's one to you, detective.
Sehr schön.
Evelyn died sometime around midnight. Remind me, where were you?
I was at home, writing. I'm working on a manuscript.
Moment. Ich zweifle es an, aber er sagt nicht die Wahrheit.
You're gonna need to do better
Ach,
if you're going
Mann.
to swing for this.
I was having a political meeting in my apartment.
Cheese and crackers for the 5th columnist.
Some of these people will corroborate your story.
I won't give up names of party members.
Good. Your funeral.
It's either gonna be you or Tiernan, Grosvenor.
Make it stick, detective. The party has good lawyers.
Und was machen wir jetzt?
I don't want no part of it. The captain finds out. Dead.
Operator, give me R&I.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need the jacket on a Grosvenor McCaffrey.
Just a moment, Detective. McCaffrey was formerly under surveillance by the Red Squad. Convictions for petty theft. Dishonorable discharge from the Army during training at Syracuse. Assault on a local woman. Says he almost beat the woman to death.
Thank you.
Ich würde sagen, er war's. Unterhalten wir uns noch ein bisschen mit ihm.
You were in the war?
Yes, I was. Seeing the things that I saw, it changes a man. I came back here determined to change things. All I wanted was a pen and an opportunity to speak out.
You told us before that you had only minor run-ins with the police. You didn't mention petty theft.
I've never been in trouble for violence. That's the salient point here, isn't it?
You're holding out on us, McCaffrey. What other trouble have you been in?
I was in a few labor disputes before the war. I didn't use my real name.
Na super. Okay. Wie das weitergeht, seht ihr dann in einer neuen Folge. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wenn es euch gefallen hat, gebt mir bitte einen Daumen nach oben. Ihr würdet mich echt unterstützen damit. Und ich würde mich sogar freuen, wenn ihr mich gleich meinen Kanal abonnieren würdet. Ansonsten sehen wir uns in einer neuen Folge von L.A.Noire. Bis dahin.